In the frozen waters of the Southern Ocean, where icebergs drift like silent giants and the cold is almost unbearable, lives a creature so small that it can be held in the palm of a hand. Yet this tiny being sustains the mightiest of the seas. Its name is krill. At first glance, krill resemble miniature shrimp, translucent bodies shimmering under the dim light of the deep. Many species exist, but none is more important than the Antarctic krill, Euphosia superba, though each individual is only a few centimeters long. Together they gather in swarms so vast they can stretch for miles, forming living clouds that glimmer through the ocean. Krill feed on phytoplankton and microscopic algae, transforming sunlight and nutrients into a form of energy that powers the ocean's giants. Whales, seals, penguins, seabirds all depend on krill. A single blue whale, the largest animal ever to exist, may consume up to 4 tons of krill in a single day. Without these tiny crustaceans, the giants of the sea would starve. But krill are more than just prey. They are silent engineers of the Earth's climate. As they feed on algae and release their waste, carbon is carried into the deep ocean, locked away for centuries. In this way, krill help regulate the atmosphere itself, shaping the balance of our planet. Life for krill is not easy. In the endless Antarctic winters, when the sea freezes, they cling to the undersides of the ice, grazing on the thin layer of algae that grows there. When summer returns, their numbers explode, filling the seas with billions of tiny bodies that dance in unison. From space, their swarms can be seen as shimmering patterns drifting across the ocean. Yet today, krill face threats they cannot escape. Industrial fishing fleets harvest them in massive quantities, processing them into oils, powders, and feed. At the same time, climate change is melting the ice that shelters them, reducing the food and protection they need to survive. The disappearance of krill would ripple through the ocean like a shockwave, collapsing the entire web of life that depends on them. And so, in this fragile balance, the krill remain both vulnerable and vital. They are proof that size does not determine importance, that the smallest creatures can sustain the greatest. In every whale's song, in every seal's dive, in every penguin's hunt, there is the quiet presence of krill, tiny guardians of the sea, holding the fate of giants in their fragile grasp. The krill, small in form, immense in power, and essential to life on Earth. Thanks for watching.